to the agenda? If not, we'll open it for privilege of the floor on any of the items on the agenda. Okay. The first item is we received a letter from Orange County Soil and Water Conservation District regarding the Walk Hill River maintenance. And in the letter, they said they did not, from their perspective, need a permit from the town of Goshen to work in the floodplain. And they said that they had a legal advisor who gave them that information. And so we asked Dennis if he would find out more about it and if there's anything that we should be doing. So Dennis, can you answer that?
Still pending. There's no information whatsoever. I've contacted the county, as I said to the board Monday, Tuesday, I guess it was. I suspect that it cannot be the county attorney's office because they carve it the county attorney's office, if you notice that. It was right. Blind copy. Okay. So I'm looking for a name to contact because, more than anything else, just informationally speaking, I don't know what basis they can prove that to be the case, other than as an advocacy position. Sure. They want that to be the case.
Okay.
But they're going to do things, physically do things.
I suspect.
Is what they said there, and if they don't have approval from the proper authorities or the county legal authorities,
they're at risk.
I don't understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're putting the county at risk if, as a result of what they're doing.
Plus, even more so, not to make it cost less, I know two of the board members were at the meeting on the 27th.
Yeah.
And if you know, the county exec directed them, and they agreed to reply, and then suddenly it's changed position 180 degrees.
Okay.
Well,
I'm pursuing it.
So just, I got an email this evening from Tom Bahookie, who has claimed that Waywanda says does not need a permit.
Waywanda says?
Yes, and what's my friend over there in senior? I walked up to my left, right?
Your eyes.
Yeah, it's okay. We're with you. We understand it.
I'll get back to you. I'm looking up. Was it Sweden? What town?
Yeah,
Warwick. Warwick says it's not in the floodplain. They can do whatever they want.
Well, see, the thing is,
I'm just
okay.
repeating the email I received this evening.
I think for the public,
that's his response from those two municipalities.
I think from the public, we have a code that is built after the state of New York. It's almost a précis of it. It's the same kind of thing, and it says basically that if you're working in the floodplain, then a permit is requested, and a technical analysis, whatever. And our attorney for the town read that and said, yeah, that's what it is. So that's the advice we're following. And so we've got the Orange County Soil and Water Conservation District. I don't know if that's a county organization or not, or it stands alone. I don't know. But whatever it is, they want to saw down some trees and things in the floodplain. And from our perspective, if that was a contractor building a house in the floodplain doing this, we'd request a permit and a technical analysis in regard to what the impact would be on the environment. So, anyway.
Well, let's take this maybe just a quick step further.
Okay.
And if Warwick has responded and Waywanda has responded, I'm just wondering if we should at least create a paper trail and just tell them we received your letter, and if you proceed, then it'll be at the county's risk.
Well, that's probably what we will do. Yeah. That's probably what we will do.
The point is, we don't want to be legally responsible for damaging someone else's property downstream, and I don't want them turning around and saying, well, you knew it, we told you you were going to do it, you didn't object. Right. So can we fashion something? Just Lady Diane, I'm sorry, but just to finish my thought, said Mr. Bahookie does not speak for the county. Right. And this letter is from Mr. Bahookie.
And in all honesty, that's what we're trying to determine in reference to that letter. The unfortunate thing is I have calls in, but no one returned the call. Well, all I'm looking for, and perhaps we have it now, is the names of this legal counsel.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the county attorney's office. It could be the town attorney in the town of Waywanda.
Well, if I want to get Tom to reach out to you if you want to, or whatever.
And in Sweden was at the meeting.
He was there.
He's the supervisor.
I know.
How he would know whether this.
Well, but the thing is, it's not their call.
Well, that's
we talked to the county about it. These others two belong to the association, just as Goshen does. We help pay for the maintenance. But in regard to the decision-making, this will be between us and the county and soil and water.
Also, as a caveat, I have information from an official source that the DEC is going to recommend they get a permit.
Yeah.
Now, if that's the case, it's all going to cascade down.
You're right.
That's the DEC. It's got nothing to do
Sure.
with it.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm not doing this as a means of just creating
Information.
Oh, no.
It is strictly
Just
one of,
what
this is where this is the state of the art, and I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but
No.
we do need to protect the citizens of Goshen. Okay. The next one is the Jessup Switch Road project update, and Lou, could you want to take that one on?
I was out there today, as well as you, Doug. I know you paid a visit. That project, it looks like it's completed, and I just want to follow up with Sean to see if there's any other things that need to be done. But as of today, it looks like it's completed.
Good. Well, I did, Phil was not in the office. It was about just a few minutes before 5. We did call him. And the project is done. Sean Hoffman, who is our engineer for the working on this project coordination, there's one little spot that he suggested that he wants to revisit. It looked a little soft, so they may go back, and he's talked to the Charles Smith, the superintendent doing the work, so they may go back and look at that.
And there's also a culvert that they were a little concerned about.
Right. And then there was a question from our highway department that maybe we would want to seal this with a chip on top. Sean said, well, that would probably be a good idea, but if there's money left over, then he'll request that, of the county. And the county, I think, would probably have no problem with that, so we make it even a better job overall. But the good thing is, they did the entire road.
Yeah.
And it looks so much better than what it did.
Thank you, Lou. Good job, Doug.
Yep. The next one, we talked a little bit about I mentioned it in Monday. New York Farms, a.k.a. Heritage Estates, requesting us to create a sewer district and/or a transportation company to the village to deliver their service, their sewage to the village. It just happened when I was reading the letter that Phil and I were having a conversation on another issue, and in came the two authors of this letter, Mr. Walker and Mumford, the applicants. And they just came in the office to verify that I got the letter. Yes, we did. I had faxed it down to Sean Hoffman and Dennis Lindsay for their input. And clarify for me, am I reading this correct, that the village does not want to take over the maintenance of the pipes or the operation of the lift stations, but they want to just process the sewage as they are with Hamiltonian Park and Arcadia Hills? And they said, yes, that's correct. So I'm just saying this tonight so that we can get our thoughts together, because we'll be discussing this probably on the 25th of October to determine what we are going to be doing. He also said to Phil and I that they want to begin clearing the ground, the trees on the property in March, because the Indiana bat will be gone by then and it will not have returned. And so if they clear out some of the trees, then the Indiana bats won't be in them. They'll have to grow other trees when they come back. And that they would like to really start